This week on The Rock, we take a look into the attitude of not trying, then investigate the standardization of Schoology, and finally wrap things up with the first look at the new building and classrooms. All that and more, this week on The Rock.
Welcome back to The Rock AHS. I'm Maddie Hamblin.
And I'm Lauren McClintock. You might have noticed we're in our brand new studio. Yay! We have a great show lined up for you today.
We sure do.
To start off, we have a segment exploring the attitude of not trying at our school by Ben Marshall and Lily Rose Day.
Hey Rock, Ben here. I sure do enjoy being on The Rock, just like everyone else on the team. We put a lot of energy into our episodes to make them as enjoyable as they can be. We're pretty passionate about what we do, so I'd say we're pretty cool.
Or are we?
Thanks, Lily.
There's a weird stereotype about teenagers that's been around for decades, and it goes something like this. Teens don't want to put effort into the things they do because they're scared it'll make them seem less cool, like a tryhard. The counter-argument, though, is that students in Anacortes are especially motivated to do the things they love, and perceived coolness is just students being lazy or even trying not to set their standards high. Let's check out what some people have to say.
I think that it is common for teenagers to do that just because it's like if they seem too involved and try too hard, then it's like, oh, this person's uptight, or oh, this person doesn't like to have fun, or like you just don't really create the human connection that a lot of people. So I think they do try to not try so that they fit in better with the general population.
Sometimes I think it's true that some kids would rather appear like they're not trying so that they don't look like they just don't understand. I think it's true that a lot of kids who really could get some help don't ask for it. Have balance in your life. It's something that as you grow older, you strive toward so that you're not working all the time, but you're enjoying your life. But there's also a reality that you do have to work hard to survive. I would say that if you're working harder towards learning and understanding, then the grades tend to follow.
Definitely try more than your peers are, because my freshman year I saw a lot of people either trying way too hard or not trying because they're like, oh, freshman year doesn't really matter, like senior year is the one that matters because you're going to college. That's not true. Like, all your grades count, but don't stress yourself out with it. Like, still have fun. You've got 4 years. Like, still create friends, still be you, and don't let it change you.
Some interesting conclusions. Now, of course, real life won't match movies and TV perfectly, but at least we know where the stereotype comes from now. Now, of course, there's always something to work on, but in my opinion, I think HS is doing pretty well, actually.
Or are we?
Back to you, anchors.
Now that we're back in our new building, it's kind of hard to adjust to everything getting so new.
But I'm really glad it finally happened. To show us an insider look of the West Wing of AHS, Amy Agregard and Wyatt Severin produced this next piece. Take a look.
For 2 years, the students of AHS have been stretched between half of the main high school, the middle school, and the field house as a part of their everyday schedule. Now, for the first time since the beginning renovations of AHS in 2017, we have a complete high school again. We talked to some students as well as staff who used the new facilities about their first reactions and opinions about the finished school.
My first reaction was, just knowing that we have access to a cardio room. So entering into a new building, I think it's just like, wow. It turned out really nice, and very thankful that the students as well as myself have access to excellent cardio equipment and weight room and gym. We actually have options now, and you don't have to rely on the weather. And it's nice that the students have a locker room to change in, because that was amazing that they were able to just do everything that we did the past year and a half. I'm thankful to them.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised about how just modern the school looked. And I can say this for both of the buildings, just the new style of it. Yeah.
It was a lot more than what I thought it was going to be. It was a lot bigger and more spacious, and I think a lot of people in choir liked that room. Personally, because I take choir, I have to walk down to the middle school, so I found myself being late a lot of the times coming back, so that affected me with my grades even. So I think having this part of the high school was like really effective for a lot of students, not just myself. I think a lot of people didn't like the wait, but I think now that people are seeing what the building actually looks like, absolutely. I think it was definitely worth the wait.
I think we can all agree that, although the wait was long, it will be worth it for the future students of the high school. For the Rocket AHS, I'm Amy Agregard.
Thank you to everyone who worked on the West Wing. We're excited to finally put it to use.
And thank you to Amy and Wyatt for producing that last segment. With that, I'm Lauren McClintock.
And I'm Maddie Hamblin. And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.